She got big hair. I'll wear a big coat.
I love you. Hey, it's Mikalah Gordon, your host and creator of So Funny It Hurts, where we interview your favorite funny people and explore the trauma that makes them that way. And we have so much of that. I'm so excited about this week's guest. I feel like I was even nervous. I don't usually even get nervous, but I was. Please welcome the very funny Kevin Sullivan to the show.
Hello.
You're so beautiful in person, by the way. You are online, but sometimes it's a catfish situation. You're more beautiful in person.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You look stunning.
So nice.
It's true. You really are.
My therapist. I have a hard time taking compliments, so I'm trying. Thank you.
I hear that.
Appreciate it.
That's it. Were you going to say your therapist tells you that?
Mm-hmm.
You? Mm-hmm. Mine too.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best to.
I had a homework where I had to write 20 nice things about myself, and I showed up with one thing, and I was like, I can't do it.
Why?
I don't know.
Makes you uncomfortable?
Yeah. Quite.
Yeah.
But that was like a couple years ago. I don't have a therapist. I'm looking for a new one.
You can use mine, but she doesn't take insurance, but she's worth it.
Oh, really?
She's really good. Her name's Rhonda. She's a little
I want someone
crazy.
queer. Are they queer? I want some queer focus.
Okay, no, she's not, but I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll see.
Drama.
We love it. We need that help.
Yeah.
Welcome to Vegas. Is this your first time in Vegas?
No.
No.
Sure no. Sure no. I have Vegas stories that could last a lifetime, for sure. I got my first tattoo in Vegas while I was on LSD.
Stop.
Yeah.
What's the tattoo?
A diamond.
Stop.
Card suit, not the stone. Because me and 3 friends we were here. My friends called me and they were like, hey, what's the chances that you could be in Vegas in 2 days? I'm like, always 50-50. And they're like, we have floor tickets to Gaga. I said 100%.
Oh my God, duh.
Yeah, I'll be there. I was like at work and I was like, guys, I'm not going to be here. And yeah, we all went tripping and we're like, we should get the 4 card suits at the 4th. We thought we were like,
God.
So original.
I know.
They're like, this is the 3rd ones we've done today. But I like also came out of it when I was like getting my tattoo and I was like, oh my God. Whoopsie.
Great.
It was, yeah. So that's one story. I've been coming here since I was young. My parents love gambling. I talk about it at my stand-up set too.
I love
gambling.
it. What is their game of choice? What do they like playing?
Video poker a lot, and then slots. They always have like favorite slot.
That's so cute. Where are you from again? Are you?
Originally Boston, then
Yeah,
Phoenix,
that's right.
and then I went to college in San Diego.
I love that. I'm dying because when I was trying to get you on the show, we were trying to figure out if we could manifest Adele. Did we get the tickets?
So we did get a ticket to Adele.
Stop.
Yes. We got a ticket. Like it got to like the price point, my max price point, a lot. It was expensive. I am aware. But I was like ready to take that fucking hit. And there's other people trying to get tickets, whatever. And I was like, I got one, like whatever. It was in row H on the ground. And I went to go up. I like downloaded a ticket, QR code, StubHub. And they're like, we don't take that. It can't be a QR code. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, it needs to be a barcode, like a Ticketmaster barcode. And I'm like, well, I bought this from StubHub. So people are like, I'm in the mob. Like I thought I was on my way in because I just saw it leave my American Express. Like it was, you know.
Are you there at the?
Oh, I'm walking into the Coliseum and they're scanning it. And then I leave. So I'm like sweating. I'm like off to the side. And she's like, you know, you have to move. And I was like, I'm like, you know, embarrass all the things.
All the
and
things.
Also, I've never been that excited to walk through doors.
So many
ever.
emotions. I know. And it really is such an experience just walking through. I saw Celine there and I was like, I thought I was Celine. Like I was breathing her air.
I couldn't even believe I was in the same like mile as Adele. I called StubHub on the phone for 20 minutes with this woman who was like, okay, we have a seat in the same section. We're just going to replace your ticket. It's going to take 30 minutes via email. And I was like, okay, the show's actually already started now. But fine. I was like, if I can just catch the second half, it will still be worth it. Like, I've already made all the bargains. 5-10 minutes later, I get an email, and it's saying the person uploaded their tickets incorrectly, and they're just issuing my refund. So I couldn't even get a chance to, like, try again.
Wait. So you got the ticket on StubHub. Mm-hmm. They don't take the QR code. You call StubHub. They're like, we'll give you 30 minutes. Give us 30
we're
minutes.
replacing a ticket. And then they just sent me an email that they're issuing a refund. And the show had already started, so Ticketmaster was offline, like it was over.
Kevin, I don't even have any words because I don't know how you got that close to her and then
I started crying in the casino.
I
don't
too.
cry. I don't cry. Like, I mean, I do now more so, but like, no, I was really tore
up.
Yeah.
What happened? They just made a mistake. Like StubHub made a mistake?
I guess there's no real official process for people uploading their tickets. So this person, however, uploaded their ticket incorrectly, so it gave us a QR code instead of a barcode.
I literally don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Adele, if you're listening, StubHub, if you're listening, Vegas, Caesar's Palace. I gotta know somebody at Caesar's Palace. I've lived here my whole life. Can somebody please help my friend Kevin?
Yeah, there's 2 shows left next weekend, and that's it. And she's taking a break. So it was like high pressure. I had a dream about it last night.
What was the dream?
That I was at the show, but then it was all of a sudden over. Like I really didn't get to see the show. This is
awful. This literally just happened 12 hours ago.
Yeah, this is imprinted in my DNA now at this point.
This is harder than childhood trauma. This is traumatic.
Yeah. I was like, is this like my dad passing away? Saddest day of my life? Second, Adele.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. That's so fucked up.
It was so fucked. It was such a high. Oh, God. I dressed up. I felt like.
What'd you have? Okay, let's still kind of relive the moment so it lives somewhere. Like, what did you wear?
I had these shoes on, which I just got.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I didn't. Okay, so, and I'm also a very thoughtful, tall person because I have these, like, Prada, like, platforms.
Fabulous.
I'll wear them tonight on stage.
Okay.
But, I don't wear them to shows because I'm too tall. So when everyone's standing, I'm going to be too tall for the person behind me.
So you're like, I don't want to be rude.
You'd be like,
yeah, well, I'm
kidding?
5 feet, so I'd be like.
So I would just sit. But I didn't wear those. I wore like these YSL pants.
You
nice
put your
shirt.
outfit together.
I had all my jewelry on. A nice
Someone
leather
has
jacket.
to see this. We're sending this to Adele. She would be mortified if she knew this happened to you.
She would be, but also, I mean, it sucks that it's like, it has nothing to do with her. Like, she can't control any of it.
No,
and
of
it's
course.
happening, I'm sure, to more people than just me. But truly, I'm the most important person, so I don't know why.
Truly, honestly.
It was very sad.
Listen, thank you for still making it today. If you would have called out, I would have completely
understood. With the
understood.
black veil just in my bed
yes.
at the Aria.
Yes, and we all would have understood.
Yeah.
Oh, what a fucking
Adele.
suck.
I know. I listen to Adele when I write comedy, too, which is weird.
Wait, that's so weird. Talk to me about the process, because I feel like her songs are so emotional.
Yes, and that's... So there's like a trigger mechanism like in us as comedians that are like, if someone is sad, you go onto this like... It's not the same as like the flow you have on stage, but to try to alter those... And maybe everyone does, maybe it's just me, I don't know. Like if you were really sad, I'm gonna do my best work almost to try to like turn your frown upside down.
Oh, that's comics. We're the clowns of the of our society.
I listen to sad music, and I have to like, my jokes have to fight through that sadness.
I love this process.
And it's always my best writing.
That's wild.
I'm not listening to like did it like chipper bullshit,
No.
and then I'm like gonna write something funny.
Wait, have you always been like this? Like, is that how you knew you were funny growing up? Like, if people were sad, you'd be like, let me fix this?
Yeah. So I used to play a game when I was little with myself. Isolated Aquarius. Just a fucking weirdo. My parents would have parties, and I would literally try to find the grumpiest, saddest person, or, whatever. Someone just off, and try to make them like laugh and see how fast I could do it.
Uh-huh.
And then change their mood for the party.
Oh my God.
I would be on and if they weren't like, if it was just like one I'd just like sit there with them until they're like.
You just keep going.
Get in a good mood, yeah.
Wait, that's amazing. Were you is it like people pleaser vibes, or you were like, no, this is my fucking stage?
No, it was all about me. Yeah, it wasn't a.
God, what does that feel like? I'm such a people pleaser that I'm like, do you like it out? I mean, that's why I go to therapy.
No, I just like leave and be like, God, I'm so good. I can control anyone. I can get people to tell me all their secrets too.
I bet you do though. With those ocean eyes though, people are probably like, okay, I'll tell you everything.
Sometimes they just start telling me shit. I'm like, did you want to say that out loud? I don't ask.
Okay, wait, can I share a story with you that Molly, okay, so in your comedy, I found you because I'm obsessed with the way that you portray all the signs in astrology. It's just so funny to me.
Thanks.
I'm such an astrology girl.
I love that too for a Capricorn.
Well, my moon and rising is Scorpio, so I'm really
Scorpio
deep
moon.
into it. Are you a Scorpio? Oh my God, we have the same emotions.
Yeah.
And it's intense.
Yeah.
Do you find that you have an intense emotion? Well, I mean, you listen
Yes.
to fucking Adele while
Scorpio
you're writing
moons
comedy.
I used to really like kind of resent my Scorpio moon because I have a lot of like cold bitchy placements, and now I love my Scorpio moon so much. It's like the little psychic.
I know, I love it.
And it's it's the deepest of the moons.
I know, and when you're living in your like flow, positivity, it works to such your advantage.
Yes.
If you're not acting like a raging, jealous cunt.
Yeah.
But I've never acted like that, so I don't
I
know.
walked in and I thought you were going to be a Scorpio, so there's your rising.
Here we are. Okay, well, Molly, who does the show, told me this insane fucking. We also just met. We're still new friends. This is
Okay.
our second show together. But she's a lesbian, and that's all you have to be for me. I'm gay. She's gay. That's it. The end of it.
I'm gay.
You're
This
gay.
is great.
Do you know what? You're forever. You're
I love
forever on
it.
this show whenever
Okay,
you want to
great.
come. That's the
Amazing.
only stipulation if you're
I'll
gay.
be back next week when StubHub sends me to Adele. Everyone go tag them. When does this come out?
It'll be out Wednesday.
Great.
Everyone
go to my
tag-
fucking TikTok and tag StubHub or Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster really wants to stick it to StubHub.
I feel like you should tag Caesars as well, the forum.
Oh, I should tag. Okay.
Just
yeah.
tag Adele, just because in case she sees it.
She
Tag
won't.
every gay person you've ever met.
Yeah.
She might as well. Tag Celine Dion while you're at it. She was at the
Absolutely.
show. Who the fuck else was there the other day that she dressed up as?
Sarah Paulson was there last night too. I saw.
Okay, tag Sarah Paulson. Tag Ryan Murphy. American Horror Story, might as well. Kim Kardashian. Okay.
Yeah.
This queen told me. I was like, so whatever. So she's like, yeah, I went through a breakup in July. Story's actually crazy. And I was like, is it? You know when people are like, the story's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You're
Oh
like,
my god, this is gonna blow your mind.
It's not.
I tripped. I'm like, what?
yeah, and then then you're like, no, it sucks. Okay, can you just give us a quick rundown? And then we would like to know, because it has to do with astrology, if you could tell us what sign this is, or if this is just a complete narcissist.
Okay.
Yeah. So I dated this girl for 4 years, very LA, you know. I found out because my friend did her astrology, and she randomly messaged me over the summer, and she's like, how much older is blank than you? And I was like, she's not. She's 6 months younger. We were born in 92. She's August, I'm February. And then she's like, are you sure? Because some planet is like a decade older, you know, it's like generational. And she's like, you're really trusting. I was like, duh, I'm fucking with her every day, you know? And then
4 years.
I went on 4 years. I went on beenverified.com, paid $1 to like get the whole thing. And I saw her birthday was 1983.
What's been verified?
It's like it's like Truth Finder. You can like look up people's like.
Oh, the way I'm about to spend so much money.
I know. I've never heard of it, and right now I'm like,
Because I know someone that lies about their age, I think.
but you can't prove it.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you can find it online, dude.
That's crazy. Even if they lie, like it shows their records.
Yeah, records. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So you find out she's been lying about her age.
By how
For
long?
4
how
years.
Wait, how much older?
9 years old.
What was it? What planet
So-
was it?
I don't remember.
Most of us have like, yeah.
It was like one of the ones that changes like every 10 years or something.
Okay, I think Capricorn or Neptune changes every like 20,
Yeah, something.
but it could be
something.
on that break. You never know.
Yeah, it was weird, and I didn't believe it because I was like, she looks like my age, you know. And she told me she was born in '92.
Okay, can we text her now though and get her skincare routine then if she
Period.
duped you?
She's a black queen.
Oh my god.
She's a beautiful
Ugh.
black Junkrat queen.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
is actually beautiful. She's a liar, but she's beautiful. I saw a photo.
Beautiful liar.
I get away with fucking murder with that shit, but yeah. And then I found out she's lying about other stuff. But yeah, no, I messaged her. I was like, because we weren't together. I mean, we were together, but we were like, I was across the country. I was like, send me a fucking picture of your ID right now. So I've seen her ID, but I never like held it. and fucking
But why
looked
would
it
you?
up.
Like, I would never look at my. I mean, I just trust the person that I'm
exactly.
with.
Who I've not, you know, like what the fuck. And so
I'm checking IDs.
Oh, I'm checking IDs from now on.
I don't date
for
anyone.
Sure.
But if I did, I would check their
would check
IDs.
those- Fucking
literally,
IDs.
Like background checks. I think she never let me hold it because she would be like, I don't like my picture, you know? So I wasn't going to be like, let me see your fucking ID.
Okay, so what can you guess what sign she is based off that information? And should we be concerned?
Oh my God.
You know these signs
People-
like the back of your hand.
Yeah, but everyone of this sign would be like, if there were a sign to do that. See, I would want to say Sagittarius for like the vanity of it all, but they wouldn't. I just don't think they would be able to keep
You can
up.
also say that there's not a sign that would do this, and this is
Yeah.
narcissistic behavior.
A Cancer.
A Cancer? You think a Cancer?
Doing it for love.
Doing it for love.
Like
I'm
if it was
married
from
to
an
a
emotional
Cancer.
place, if they're like, oh, they would only love me if I was younger, I can make myself younger.
Oh, yeah, no.
But if
She's
it was
lying to
for
everybody, so.
Oh. What's her sign?
a Leo,
A Leo. I feel like that is Leo behavior. I feel like they're vain. Like I
Yeah.
love, like I have Leos in my life. Don't come for me. But I'm married to a Cancer, so I could see your perspective on that.
Yeah.
What you want to do for love? That's insane. But that's crazy that her girl was like, her friend was like, I'm gonna do her astrology,
She
found the
just likes the number.
placements, and lied.
that's crazy. What did you feel like after you found that
Oh,
information
I was
out?
hyperventilating. I was like, and I was
'Cause then
in a
you-
hotel by myself, and I
Oh,
was
no.
screaming on FaceTime with her because I was like, send me your fucking ID. She didn't answer, and I FaceTime her, and she just started crying, and she was like, please don't ruin my life. And so I was like, okay,
Ruin your
fuck
life?
Yeah.
Ruin my fucking life, bro.
What do you mean ruin your life? Why are you gonna ruin her
Because
life?
She's lied to everybody in LA for the past.
She has a
15
public
years.
Who
career.
isn't?
So she.
But she also hangs out, right? She also hangs out with really young people. It's like,
Listen,
Don't
I
ruin
was.
my life.
Don't
Like,
ruin my
that's the
life.
thing she said.
After 4 years.
You ruined my fucking life. But
Period.
You dated them for 4 years.
They live together.
That's so wild to find out that you're
That's-
No,
like
it
with
was
some.
the craziest
I mean,
moment of my life, for sure.
because you would have dated them like knowing, right?
If I would have known, like, if she told me now, I would have. But in the beginning, she was really emotionally immature, so probably not. I would have been like, okay, we're
Like you're too old for this shit.
kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But I thought she was my age, so I was like,
We
How
can
old
grow
are you?
together.
I'm
If you don't mind me asking.
33. Yeah, I was born in 92, so 32.
Oh, okay.
man.
And then we stopped that round of questioning there.
Listen, I heard that story and I was like, I gotta tell Kevin, it's too much for me to
Yeah.
process. I hate that
I'm
girl
so
now, by the
sorry.
way. Molly, whatever you need. But
You
you're
guys can tell me once we cut the cameras.
Yeah.
Who it is.
I will. I'll show you.
you're a Pisces. So now if she starts dating in the scene again, do we know what works best with Pisces?
So Leos are like Leos and Pisces are a thing, but Scorpios and Pisces are like the tale as old as time.
Oh, okay. So we'll find you a Scorpio. When you're ready to date, we'll go back into the scene. Kevin will come with us, and we'll look for
Yeah.
Scorpios.
Sounds good.
That was traumatic, so I wanted
That's
to share that with
crazy.
you. Thank you for diving into
Yeah,
that
no
with
more
us.
Leos. Leos fuck me
No, I'm
up.
good. I'm good.
I don't think I've ever dated a Leo.
They're my sister sign, so it's like
You're an
always get to
Aquarius.
Opposite, yeah.
What's best for an Aquarius?
probably fire signs, like a Sag, an Aries, or another Aquarius.
Okay, I'm a Capricorn. What's good for me?
Not an Aquarius.
I love Aquarius.
I know, that's a problem.
We all do.
I dated a Capricorn, and he was one of the best partners ever. We did it for a year, but also I was like very young, and I definitely broke his heart for sure.
Yeah, because you're like wild and free spirited, and Capricorns
Yeah,
are
and he
like
was
very
like, "What's the
regimented.
plan?" And I'm like, "It's been a year," and he was like, "Let's buy a house." I'm like, "What?" And now, it was the best thing I think that ever happened for him too, because he just he started his own business. He's like a very successful human being now.
I love that.
So really worked out for him, but he needed to not be with an Aquarius, you know.
Are you dating now anybody, or you're like, because you're killing? By the way, you're killing it. Like, did you think that
I can't.
it would blow up? No, you're like, yeah, I did fucking
I'm
think that.
trying. Every day is a battle.
So are you just like hanging out, or can you?
I have not gone on a first date in 7 years.
Why?
I know, shock. It's shooketh.
Wait, I am
think only
shooketh.
an Aquarius could accomplish such a feat.
You haven't been on a first date in 7 years? And because you just are like, busy?
I've been asked on no dates in 7 years. Maybe like people from the internet being like, "Oh, can I take you to?" And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know who you are, so like it's I'm not gonna just agree to these random dates.
Yeah.
I always thought my friends would set me up with someone, but they haven't.
What the fuck?
Also, the LA dating pool.
I know it sucks.
Is actually
Trash.
the worst.
I know.
So.
But 7 years is insane.
Yeah, and I'm literally gonna be basically a year celibate soon. Not on purpose.
Oh, this was okay.
By all means.
You're like, I didn't want to be the
Turns
Virgin
out
Mary.
when I stopped drinking, I got standards.
Okay, wait. Let's talk about that because I love this. I will have been sober for 2 years in April.
Amazing.
And thank you so much.
Would you still live in LA?
I lived in LA forever, and then I just moved back to Vegas a year and a half ago. And it was, when I made the decision to quit drinking, I was at like the lowest point in my life. And it was just becoming I talk about it all the time very openly, but it had become such a coping mechanism. I lost my grandmother in the pandemic. Life was lifing. And I just literally could not. I was a functional drinker. Like I wouldn't drink during the day or when I had things that I needed to do, but it just became something that kept me so distracted, and I had to stop. Yeah, and I'm so happy I did.
People think that it's so funny. The way people treat you when you're like, oh no, I don't drink alcohol anymore. You're
it's
like,
so different.
It's a million. We have a million stories, I'm sure, combined. Like, I'm like, I didn't. And then I'll have people wasted being like, what are you drinking? And I'm like, a soda. And also, I didn't escape a mental institution. Like, if I have alcohol, I'm gonna set this place on fire. Like,
I know. We'll be okay.
I just got goals.
Yeah,
suddenly.
that's how I feel too. People are like, "Are you in LA or in LA? Are you in AA? Do you work a program?" And I'm like, "No, I don't do anything. I just don't want to drink anymore."
I just read a book.
Tell me.
It was the Quit Drinking Now by Alan Carr. Nikki Glaser talked about it, and
does she not drink either?
No, she was. I did a show with her, and she was talking about it. She had like a couple beers. She felt so hungover, or like shit, and she's like, "Why am I doing this?" Someone recommended the book to her, and now she recommends the book to everybody. And then I read it, and now I recommend the book to everybody.
Okay, well, I'm gonna read it, and then I'll recommend it to everybody too.
Yeah, it's great. There's like a little like hypnotherapy thing at the end, and you listen to it when you're falling asleep. And I was like, I woke up and I was like, I'm good on that.
Had you already stopped drinking when you read the book, or you were?
I was in the process, so it took me 6 months to read the book because I still had like Halloween. I had a engagement party. I had like 4th of July. I'm like, so if I do this one chapter at a time, I'll wrap up right around Halloween. Maybe Christmas. Like we'll see how I feel.
Yeah.
But I had been toying with like quitting alcohol for a while because I saw people that weren't drinking, or like non-drinkers, people that just could go out, have one drink, and then you wouldn't see them touch alcohol for 6 more months, Was that you or no? Because that wasn't me. Like if I started Baby, we were going hard. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hard. Yeah. Hard in the paint, for sure. Mm-hmm. But just like weekends or events, there was multiple weekends where I would like not drink at all. Right. I could go a few weeks, but then I'd go party and like, I didn't want a single hangover. I was getting panic attacks when I was hungover. Honestly, I didn't realize how much like depression and anxiety would go away once I quit drinking, which is so insane because sometimes I felt like that's why I was drinking. Yeah. So to have it be You're going to love this book. It talks about all of it. It's just like, when people are like, oh, it's because I have social anxiety, so it makes me, and it's like, you're drinking the cause of your social anxiety. Yeah. Because you've never learned how to just like step into social situations without alcohol. Mm-hmm. So the anxiety is actually that you just don't have alcohol. Yeah. But if you like learn how to step into those engagements with water or soda or whatever, or different tools, you'll be much better off, period. Has it changed you as a comic? I never drank before a set ever. Because I had a coach once that was like, crutch. And then like, you don't want your accomplishments because of alcohol. Like, oh, it's, I had a shot of whiskey. I have to have a shot of whiskey before every. show, or like a lucky beer or whatever the fuck. If that's you, keep on keeping on. It was never me.
Well, what's funny is it was never me either, because
Yeah.
it didn't help me. Like, alcohol never helped me. I wouldn't go sing or do something with a drink. Like, I was like loose when I drank. Like, I
can't wait to
couldn't
hear
be in.
you sing live.
Oh my God, please anytime.
Okay, great.
But it didn't like loosen me up in a good way. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
drink during performances.
But the post performance, okay, so this is something I'm still learning. It's that adrenaline, the come down, which is all good feelings, right? And
Yeah.
then we like subdue it with alcohol, like, because we have to come back down to like our baseline lower vibration, actually.
Yeah.
But like when we're performing, that's like we're up higher self, higher vibes, all the thing. And I don't know, we have to like mute it down, because it does make people uncomfortable when you're up there too.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to learn how to like process after I'm on stage. It's really hard for me to talk to people right after a show.
Do you give yourself a minute now? You're like, you know what? Give me a second.
I take like a beat, and then people are leaving. They want to say hi, or take a picture or whatever. So I do, but sometimes I'm like, oh, was I a fucking weirdo? Like, 'cause I'm just out there being like, yeah, hi, woo. Still just going over the set in my head, and was like, what happened up there? And like, was I funny enough? Was I nice enough?
Yeah, of course.
Was I inclusive enough? All the things. So
Yeah, but I'm really
alcohol,
proud of
I
you.
used to fucking hang out, rip a couple shots, and then it's like,
Well, I feel the same. I feel like I like to be social, but I've become so much more
reserved with the
introverted.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a different person in a lot of ways without the alcohol now. I don't know if I liked it initially. Well, it gave me anxiety because I was like, I just don't want to hang out with people anymore. Like, what's wrong with me? No, I don't.
You don't.
I don't.
But also, like, if you do show up to something now, the people there have to know, like, you actually want to be there.
Yes.
Like, if I show up, it's because I actually want to be there. I'm there for not the alcohol. I'm there to, like, hang out with those people. You reprioritize everything in your life.
Yeah, you become so much more intentional.
And when I say I want to leave, I'm about to leave.
Love that.
There's no, like, one more shot. Like, my friends now know, like, if Kevin says, like, it's time to go, I already left.
But you're done.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I feel very
I'm at home
over
with a
it.
face mask
I
on and,
know.
like, watching magic movies.
I love that. I'm so happy for you.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's
it.
actually been the best thing I ever could have done.
I love it that you two, you're like, now that I'm sober, I can go to Vegas.
Oh, I love that now that I'm sober, I think I'm superior. I'm like, we can do
Anything.
anything. I am Adele. That's who I am.
I can't wait.
Can't get in the fucking concert, but I
Oh
am
my
Adele.
God. Maybe I'll just cancel my show tonight, go to yours, and you just do all 20 of the songs that she
I
does.
literally will start with Rolling in the Deep and just keep going.
God.
God damn it. What's your favorite song? What's the number one?
Literally all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
Rolling in the Deep, of course. I love Chasing Pavement.
Love Chasing Pavement.
Like, that's what I told her in my dream last night. Okay, so I remember more of the dream. I didn't actually have tickets, so it was so weird. There was a bunch of singers there in my life. My friend Vincent's a really great singer. Adam Lambert, who I just ran into, and his boyfriend in
Wait, Vincent?
Vincent.
Obsessed with Vincent. Love him.
Triple Aries.
Best singer. No way.
I see Vincent often.
I love Vincent with Mario Jose and all those boys. They
Yeah,
sing
those are
down. Aaron Encinas is my best friend. Do you know Aaron?
Maybe.
He's in the group, singer,
Mario
amazing.
and Vincent, well, they're like best friends. They used to be roommates.
Yes.
I see them all the time. Nick Sampson, the drummer.
Oh my God, those are all my friends.
Nick Sampson and I have the same manager. Steven Snicks, the
Oh, I
Senses
love
manager.
that. And he's killing it, drum wise.
Yeah.
I love
he's
it.
an
Okay, so
Aquarius.
those are all your friends.
I met Nick at a crazy job. Tell you about it later. And then, that's like one of my crews for sure.
I love that. Okay, so they all were at Adele last night?
In my dream.
Oh, in your dream. Okay. mhm. Right,
Because
forgot.
I just ran into Adam and his boyfriend at Death Becomes Her in New York.
Yes.
Like randomly, they were like a few rows away from us. And so they were in my dream. Like I think a lot of just musical people were there. And I didn't have like an official ticket, but then I did. And then someone felt bad for me, and then I got a ticket to meet Adele, and then I met Adele, and I was crying, and then I woke up super anxious.
Fuck. I'm sorry that happened. And now that I know that we have the same friends,
That's so wild.
we have to figure it out.
Yeah. When do you come to LA?
Whenever. I'll come now for you.
Okay, great.
Now that I have one friend that doesn't drink and I don't have to be annoyed, I'll be there.
Perfect.
A
lot of those boys too don't really drink that much.
Listen, they really don't.
Yeah.
And I feel like even with this generation coming up, they're not drinkers either. Like they're doing...
We were talking about this last night. Vegas feels different.
Yeah.
And we couldn't put our finger on it. We couldn't figure it out. And then we finally realized, I was like, because drinking culture has changed a lot, and Vegas is such club culture, and this younger generation doesn't have that bug that like the millennials had for fucking raging.
Yeah.
Youth. There's not a lot of young people in Vegas anymore.
There's really not. It's so wild. My wife is a DJ, and we always talk about how much things have changed after the pandemic because people also aren't staying and drinking at these clubs until 5, 6 a.m. anymore. They're doing like drugs maybe, or they're doing like Molly, or they're doing like
They're walking around with their Borgs, those like jugs of...
Yeah. And that's it. They're home. They're asleep. Like
Yeah.
It's so different. So honestly, I feel like we're
Also, it's so expensive out.
trending.
And Gen Z has not had any of the opportunities. Even like we didn't have that many opportunities, and they have less than.
Yeah.
They can't. They're like, go out and pay for what?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's so different now.
Yeah.
I was looking on your page when I was going through it, and I saw this gorgeous picture of when you were a little boy. You're so fucking cute. I can't stand it. But it was the photo that you were also with your dad.
Oh yeah.
Who I know you lost. How was it? 5 years
2019.
ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm so sorry for that. I feel like I always like to talk about situations like that though, because when I lost my grandma,
I just lost her too.
You just lost your grandma?
2 months ago. I haven't processed it. I had a show. Sorry to cut you off.
No, please.
I had a show. It's just a shitty story. During my tour, I was like, okay, great. I had to stop in Boston, where I'm from, where like all my relatives are.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was about to head to Boston. I was in New York. I had a show in New York. And my grandmother passed away 2 days before I was heading to Boston. I was heading early to hang out with her because we're like besties. And
I'm sorry,
then she was
babe.
going to get to go to my show for the first time in Boston. It was just weird that she passed away that week. And my show and her funeral were on the same day. So I went to her funeral in the morning, and then I had my show at night. The show that she was supposed to be at. And that is like, you fully realize how fucked up the saying "the show must go on" is.
I know.
You're like, oh, once you feel what that saying actually means, it's really not that fun of a saying.
I know.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm sorry for your loss as well. We'd just be losing people.
I know, we'd just be losing people. But, I will say the benefit of losing my grandmother was I went to a really dark place.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know what it was. I feel like this bitch was like, we're not going down like this. Like, you're going to be the best.
What was her sign?
She was a Cancer, my baby girl.
Oh, Cancer Nana? That's great.
And
That's
she was
perfect.
oh my God. She really was. Like, she was a Cancer Nana.
Yeah.
And she was just, I feel like wherever she is, she's with me now.
Oh, yeah,
Because
for
I
sure.
feel like losing her changed my whole life again.
Mm-hmm.
We're constantly shedding and shit. But I feel like everything changed when I lost her.
Yeah, they flip you upside down.
They really
like
do.
the loss.
But it's also, it's made me, I've been forced to like feel and work through it and acknowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I get to feel those feelings, I get to feel the positive feelings as well. It's just changed me. It started it has done everything for me. But I didn't know that you lost your grandma and then had to go to this show. Like, what was that
And
like?
then in Chicago the next day. And it
Did
was
you
just
talk
like-
about it or did you make it funny?
So
Oh, God.
it was, I was like, okay, my manager was like, we can cancel. He's like, just say the word, like when, and let's figure it out. He goes, I'm sure the club could figure it out, whatever. Because the club opens because I'm going to be there. There's there's no backup. It's like in 2 days. And I'm like, okay. You just start to think about like the club, like people that coming in to make their money. The show was like almost sold out. So I was like, what am I going to do? Just watch everyone like get drunk over it, and like at night, like or should I go and put on a show, and see if I can do it, and like, well, literally, it's like, what would she want? She would be like, get the fucking your ass on stage. Yeah. She was funny. She had tattoos all over like after her age of 60, she started getting tattoos. She was like the most badass woman ever.
What sign was she?
Libra.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, she was so funny. But she used to tell us like really dirty jokes and shit. So I closed the show with one of her jokes, and I was like, "Can I close the show with a Nana joke?" Because a lot of people there knew that I was going.
Did they know?
Yeah. So I finished with one of hers. My family cried. I cried off stage for a second, and then I went had a meet and greet, and I've compartmentalized that though. And someone's like, "When are you gonna deal with that?" Because I've been go since.
Yeah.
And
have you not
December.
really? Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming. Once the tour is over, I can start that grieving.
What does it look like to you? Like, how do you grieve? Will you just sit like? And I only ask that because I just like to know the process, because I feel like you're also something I love about you is I just feel like you're honest and vulnerable, and it just comes out how it's going to need to come out, which I think is what people like, and what really makes people now feel like they can relate to you. So when you grieve, do you just throw it all out there, or you?
I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
With people, like I haven't really talked about her. Like I talk about the event of it, just not her. Yeah. The most I'll say is the tattoos, and it's only because she would want me to. She literally was like, "When you guys bury me, make sure that they pull up my sleeve so you can see my tattoos."
No.
Yeah. This was like, wow, we didn't know she was passing then, but.
Oh, you didn't know she wasn't sick?
No. I mean, she was getting older. She was starting to like lose it a little bit, but it was so fast. I'll do a lot of hot yoga. Mm-hmm. That's like really part of my like grieving. I'll go cry on a mat.
I love crying on a mat. I love it.
I feel like I stopped that process like a couple years after my dad passed. Like the pandemic happened too, so I wasn't like able to like hit the mat, meditation, and then just staring at a wall.
Yeah, I love that for you.
But just all the thing, like going through pictures, like diving into the feelings.
Yeah, of course.
Head first.
Do you talk about your dad on stage now, or do you?
Not really. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
I talk about my parents. That's it.
You opened with your parents. You said my parents always come to Vegas and play the slots, which
Yeah.
I love. I'm happy that you still.
Yeah.
That, you do.
I was like their gambling buddy. There's 9 kids, and I was the gambling one.
You have 9 brothers and sisters. You have 8 brothers and sisters? Mm-hmm. Are you the baby?
I'm the 3rd oldest.
Oh my God. How was that growing up?
Insane. 9 kids. Older brother and older sister, both cancers.
Oh my! So you had all the parents.
And then just.
Are you the only gay one, or are there? If that's personal, you don't have to. If it's not like.
I am the first gay of all of the family, like relatives, etc. I've had cousins come out since.
Oh wow!
Cool. But, I was a 3rd, girl, boy, me.
That's insane. That's a big family.
Yeah.
Do you love it now, or was it hard to like?
Love it. When I was little, this is like also part of my whole set too. I talk about having so many siblings and kind of always wanting to be an only child. Because I was like a babysitter.
Yeah.
Had to share like a lot.
Fuck, I know.
Like share everything, bedrooms, etc. But now I love it.
Yeah.
Now it's great. Like built-in best friends.
Of course. Were they really supportive when you came out?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like it was tough, I think, for my parents a little bit, but my siblings were like, "Yeah, duh."
They knew.
Yeah, and they were all chill.
Ugh, I love that. I always wanted to have a big brother and sister family. I think it's just so nice. I have a little brother who's my baby, who's a grown man married and 2 children, but he's my baby. Uh-huh. And I have an older sister.
Oh, nice.
And
middle child.
She's great. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's interesting for me because she's my half sister, which doesn't mean anything, but we grew up in different houses. So I am the middle child with them, but I'm the older sister to my brother we
Of
grew
your
up in the
house.
same
Yeah.
house. So I've got the older sister energy
Yeah.
with the middle sister sometimes energy.
Got it.
I also have 7 different personalities, which is why I'm in therapy and quit drinking. So that's like a whole nother fucking story. I didn't need 7 siblings. I have 7 different personalities.
I love it.
So we're living.
Yeah, you're babysitting up here.
And still am, honestly.
Perfect. That's the Capricorn in you.
Yes.
They love a to-do list.
Listen, thank God. I think I have the Scorpio of the like wild, fun, passionate.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hate to say Capricorns are like rigid, but the.
Rigid. No, not
God
as
damn it, I know
not
it.
as like never mind.
What?
I said not as like rigid as I feel like Virgos are tougher than a Capricorn earth-wise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're like OCD. I have no OCD in my life.
Yeah, they're like their movements are just not as like a Capricorn, like there's like benchmarks. You like understand the Capricorn's movements.
Totally.
Taurus also, so like slow, steadfast in one direction, and then a Virgo's like, no, because I want to do this actually, and you're like, I can't.
And then every Virgo thinks they're Beyonce because Beyonce's a Virgo, and then they try to like rub it in your face, and that's so fucking annoying to me. That's it.
That's so funny because of course I'm a Virgo. Johnny talked about Beyonce being a Virgo in my video. It's
Because it's true.
yeah.
Every Virgo I've ever met now, they're like, I'm a Virgo.
Who's your favorite singer?
Amy Winehouse and Janis Joplin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid.
But I just loved Amy. I thought she was amazing.
Was Amy a Pisces? What was her sign?
I don't know. I'll Google it.
I don't know why I'm thinking Pisces, but maybe that's just
Who's your favorite singer?
Adele.
How the fuck could I even ask that? Have I been here this whole time? Have I even fucking been here? Wait, let me see when her fucking birthday is, and then we'll see. No, she was 27 when she died. She's a Virgo.
She's a Virgo?
She's a fucking
That's so
Virgo.
funny.
And she's like 3 days older than my niece. My niece is September 10th. And she's 8. But we had a tough time with my niece yesterday. She found out this fucking bitch. This is a very Virgo thing to do.
Santa's not real? Mm-hmm. Oh,
She
really?
yes,
I was
bitch,
just
yes.
gonna say-
She went into my sister's closet. Oh, my sister's going to kill me for telling this story out loud, but who cares? She went into my sister's closet and I guess saw the grass from the Easter Bunny and a couple like Santa things. So she looked at my niece is very Virgo and very smart and very like, she goes, I know that Santa isn't real and I want you to tell me the truth. Is he or is he not real? Tell me. This is this is not a joke. This is not exaggerating. My sister goes, why do you say that? And she's like, I saw the things in your closet and I know he's not real, so you just need to tell me the truth.
8 years old?
8 years old, just turned 8. I was with her that morning. And my sister goes, okay, well, like with this whole gentle parenting shit, she goes, okay, well, you know, he's not, but like, here's the story behind, this is why we do it. This king starts bawling hysterically. I didn't really know, and I wish
That's
you
the
would have
difference.
lied to me.
It's funny that I have such issues with Virgos. I also dated a Virgo for 7 years,
Uh-huh.
so like that's a whole thing. How similar they are to Aquarians in like those weird games. Like an Aquarius would pull the same move.
Would
almost.
you?
Yeah, it'd be like, I know he's not real. Like play that side of it,
Yeah.
but not the emotion at the end. I would have just walked out and been like, told you.
Had a cigarette at 8 years old.
My child self smokes a lot on
I
stage
love that.
too. I call her, she's a gender bending rich lady.
Oh my God, I love it.
It's like my whole stage persona.
That's your childhood persona to your inner
Yeah.
child. Now that you've gotten sober, do you talk more to your inner child? Do you feel like you have such a better?
No,
Oh,
I
good.
wouldn't say so.
Oh, good.
I think I also have gone this year on my sober non-alcohol journey without a therapist. So like that's why I've been looking for a new therapist because
Yeah.
now I feel like, of course, Aquarius. I'm like I wanted to do it myself, kind of
Naturally.
because I didn't want it attached to another person, thing, or whatever.
You wanted to have it for yourself.
Yeah, I wanted to. I knew the way it was gonna last is if it all had to come from my like own want for
Yeah.
it to be over.
I love that. I did too. I didn't have a talk therapist. I do ketamine therapy. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Yeah.
I love
Never
it.
done it, but
I've
done ketamine.
Yeah, no, a lot.
Period.
A lot. A lot.
Calvin Klein.
I know. I talk about it a lot though because I feel like it changed me in a lot of ways. But I started talk therapy for the first time again a couple of months ago since this sober journey, and it does help. I didn't think that it would because I think I know everything. But Rhonda knows a lot too, so I've been seeing her, and I like her a lot. She's crazy too.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, like I'm so proud of you, and I'm proud of me, and I'm happy that you're like thriving.
I'm so happy we got to meet.
Me too. And listen, you're so lovely. I do want to do a listen. I want to get you back. I don't want to stay too long because I know that you have your show tonight. When this airs, your show will be done. But when it does air, where will you be for the rest of your tour?
I have one more show in Salt Lake City, and that's it.
You're like Adele. You literally only have limited shows.
Yeah. Although I'm not
Adele
going on break,
Sullivan.
I will start. Oh God, I love her so much. No. I have another tour that they've already started booking dates for next year, which is exciting.
That's so exciting. Where do you want to go next?
I loved all the cities I went to. Like, I would also I want to go to Atlanta.
Yeah, fun.
Never performed there. Philly. I have to hit Michigan. Portland. Like, people were so pissed when Portland wasn't on there because obviously I'll have a lot of fans in Portland.
Yeah.
I already did all of Texas. I could probably do Austin again.
Did you have fun in Austin? I love Austin.
Yeah.
Oh.
I loved Houston.
Oh, okay. I've never been to Houston.
It's great. I think Houston gets a really bad rap.
Really?
But it's like, Houston's so diverse. It's so fun. Everyone was so nice. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed Houston.
I love that. All right, so you'll go on tour after this, and you'll have a tour schedule.
Yeah, tour
next year.
Next year. Other than that, I think my podcast will be coming back also next year.
Yeah, please plug your podcast.
It's called Two Broke Gays, and
amazing.
most of our old episodes are up. We had it for like years, and then we were on like a 3-year break. So
why? You just were like, you needed it?
It's called Two Broke Gays, and one of us wasn't broke anymore. They were too busy. It wasn't me.
Bitch!
And now that's like inverted, but like that's how we are.
I love it.
And she's opening for me tonight too in Vegas. So.
Oh, that's so fun.
So that will come back in the new year.
Okay, good. Are you going to do any special? Like, what's in your ideal world? What would it look like in the next like year or two?
I would love to host something on television.
Oh, you'd be great.
It's my goal. Thank you. I would like one of the little specials, like one of the little 15-minute like Netflix presents moments. Maybe like one of the late night spots. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I want to do a cruise, which is so weird because I went on one. Vincent was performing on a cruise and got like a plus some friends.
Yeah.
And I was one of those plus friends.
Oh my God, how fun are they?
It was so fun. At first we were all like, get us off this boat. And then by the end we're like, oh, this was a great experience, etc. It was a gay cruise.
No, listen, they sound kind of, I will be honest, me and Lisa, my fiance, we do this celebrity cruise line called Olivia for the gays. And I was like, for the gays, for the lesbians. And so I was like, I don't know if they're going to like me. Because sometimes lesbians also don't like me because I live as a drag queen. And that's like not necessarily their vibe, which is fine, but it's who I am.
Yeah.
And so we did our first cruise like 10 years ago. It actually was a nightmare. But I've gone back and since had multiple times that were really good. And I fucking loved it. That's how we were able to travel so much.
What's your favorite cruise line?
Well, it's Olivia is my favorite cruise line. That's the cruise line.
That's the favorite one. Okay, that's
and that's the one that we do. We just went to, where are we going?
So you stick to that one?
Yeah, we just stick to
Atlantis?
that one. No, I feel like they wouldn't like me on the regular cruises.
Atlantis is not regular.
Oh no, the Atlantis is for the boys.
Yeah.
That's the one I would go on.
That's the one it scares me, but I would do comedy on it and just people watch. That would be
Oh
my
my
dream.
God, it'd be so good.
Yeah.
Have you been on Atlantis?
No. We went on a different one. It was called Mikalah.
Okay, Atlantis, if you're watching, I'll tag them 1,000,000 times. Do you want to put out a pitch like, so you can do comedy?
Yeah, let me headline the cruise.
Okay, cool.
And then we'll do a cruise.
Okay, cool.
We'll do a cruise. And then 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 we'll do a cruise I'll help mop up the hallways.
Period. The end. Atlantis. That's it. You and Adele.
Imagine.
We're never going to let go of Adele. Imagine if Adele did the cruise with you on Atlantis.
Imagine if just me and Adele were on a cruise by ourselves and then we perform for each other. I even like said in the TikTok I made, I was like, Adele, there's 300 seats left at my show and they're $20 and I will give you one.
You are so giving.
Yeah.
In your sobriety journey, you're a giver.
Yeah, totally.
What a blessing.
Adele, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I was like, let me sit on the carpet at the show. I don't care. I'll sit in the rafters.
Babe, we know every gay person in the world. They've got to know Adele. Someone has to connect you to Adele. That would be insane that they didn't.
It's like the one I don't have.
These are the same friends that haven't hooked you up in 7 years, though, so I don't know about them.
I can't.
Haters. Okay, listen, I want you to pull these cards. I love these.
Okay.
I make everybody do it because a girl got me these as a gift, and now I'm obsessed with them. You just shuffle them, you put out your intention, and then you pull one. And that is your intention for the day. But they're fun cards. They're not like...
Okay. Watch it. They're all written like, go see Adele next week. What?
I'm telling you, this is going to be...
This one just flipped.
Oh, it's yours.
I don't want this one. That's the great thing about cards. When you're shuffling, you could just...
Fuck it.
I end all my TikTok lives pretty much with like a tarot pull, which is like always really fun.
Wait, I didn't know that. Wait, this was meant to be. Do you have your tarot cards with you?
No.
Okay, well, fuck. That's why I brought my listen bitches.
Listen, bitch. We're all imposters. Just own it. Okay, listen, bitch. You're tougher than your toughest day. Okay, maybe that was the one that flipped for me because yesterday was my toughest day.
That was. It was up there with the loss of your father, the loss of
God.
Adele.
I did lose her. These are fun.
Aren't they fun? Go through them.
I love it. Listen,
I know,
bitch,
they're
don't forget
really
to celebrate
cute.
your silent battles that you fought and won.
I know. They are. They're
With
really
a butterfly.
uplifting.
That's the that's what my sisters have a tattoo for my dad. Everyone. I feel like.
Well, listen, I like mental health, but I don't like it when it's like we're all coming together as well. Like I don't have a lot of patience as a human being. I need
get
it to
that.
be funny, striking. Yeah, it's got just get to the point.
Yeah.
So then I read these and it's like, listen, bitch, you're a fucking icon. And I'm like, you're right. I am a fucking icon. And then I go about my day. I feel great.
Do you wake up with a lot of energy?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
Yeah, I do.
That's amazing.
But
I'm like a
crash.
sloth.
Are you?
Yeah. This is very fitting.
But I think that's not, I think I wake up with a lot of energy because my body is like holding so much energy while I'm sleep. I don't know what I do in my dreams. I have insane
You probably
dreams.
levitate, I feel. Like a foot off the bed when you're sleeping.
I
It's just like,
am Dua Lipa. If you wanna go, I'm gonna think about it when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, that would be cool. I would love to levitate.
I'm the opposite. I'm like in a sinkhole, I bet. And like
just
under
dead.
the ground. And then it like opens back up when I crawl out in the morning. Yeah.
Well, listen, I think you're incredible.
You're
I
incredible.
love you. Thank you for coming
This is
on
a
as
vibe.
well. And please, whenever you want to, please come on. And also thank you for talking so openly about your sober journey. Because I think it's nice. I think that we're kind of coming into a new place in society
Totally.
where people need to know about it.
And I wasn't always this bitch. I was definitely the like CUNT that was like, oh, are comedians so sober if they don't talk about it on stage? Like being that, you know? So I'm
Of
like, I'm also rewinding the tape here a little bit. Because I'm like, wait, guys, no, have you heard about not drinking? Like,
Listen, it's like
insufferable.
CrossFit and being a vegan. I can't talk about it enough. I'm like,
Are you a
guys. No, I was a vegan for 6 months. I really had the best intentions, and then I was the fucking fattest vegan I ever met. It like was not for me, and I was like, "Bye, no, I'm done."
I couldn't give up leather goods.
I hear that. I
Okay,
think
well,
the
that's-
honesty is
that's
important.
enough on that. We'll
I was the fattest vegan, and you love leather, and that was it.
We'll just cut all the vegan stuff. I live in LA.
I love you. Thank you so much.
Love you. Thank you for
And
having
I'm
me.
sending you all the love
I'll
in
see you
regards
next
to
week
Adele.
after Adele.
Yeah, good. Go and you'll see Molly too. We'll have more information on her
Okay.
fucking psycho ex.
I can't wait.
Tell us her name when we hang up.
I will.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I